Welcome to another episode of Royal Rumble. Please stand by for the upcoming fight. This time, the Dark Elves will face up against the Skaven.
So welcome folks to my first battle replay in the new Total War Warhammer 2. I will not go now into the game itself, or will say some words about that, because I think the most of you saw in the last days all this early access content from Milk and Cookies, Turin, Pixelated Apollo, Jackie Fish and so on. So I will directly go into the battle itself. So let's start over here. And as you can see, I'm playing with the Dark Elves and I'm facing up against the Dirty Skaven. So let's go to my army composition. I have a front line of Black Swords, 5 units. I think it's Skaven. It's very difficult, or most time impossible, to outnumber the Skaven, because the Skaven are designed to have a large amount of units. So I thought I will not bring any high tier infantry unit. I will bring also a huge amount of units, but not so high tier, not so heavily armored or heavily melee stats. So I brought these guys. These guys are, I think, the cheapest Dark Elf infantry unit. I'm not sure. They are shielded. They have really good melee stats over here, 34 and 30. Melee attack and melee defense. The weapon strength is also okay. A little armor piercing amount, but you don't need that against the Skaven. But I think the performance overall is quite good against the Skaven, because the Skaven are low tier infantry, the most of them. They have not so high armor, and they have very low leadership, and I thought they should perform quite well against these guys. And as I said, the good thing is they are really cheap. I also think 450 or stuff, I'm not sure. And I have 5 units of them, so I have a huge amount of infantry units over here. In the second line, I have Black Ark Corsairs, only 4 units. These are mid-range infantry unit. They have a real anti-infantry bonus of 7. The weapon strength overall is also good. The melee attack is good. Melee defense is okay. But they have a lot of armor, 80 over here. And I think these guys are 13. Yeah, these guys have a lot of armor, 80 over here. That's very good for a mid-range unit. And I think the performance, in addition to the front line, should be really good against these little squishy Skaven units, especially with this anti-infantry bonus and this huge armor amount over here. They should perform really well. You can see that the backs, the necks over here. It's looking so cool. I really like the Dark Elves. They're so cool looking. Then we have I have on the side. Let us show that over here. We have 2 units of Dread Spears on the right flank and on the left flank. I was not sure if the Skaven have anything to flank really hard from the sides, but I decided to put at least a Dread Spear unit, Spearman unit over here with spears on the side to protect my 3 groups of Dark Shards. And yeah, they are also not really really good. They are really cheap, I think. Then I have, as you can see, 3 groups of Dark Shards. They are the cheapest missile infantry unit in the army roster of the Dark Elves. It's very impressive for that. They have mega armor piercing missile damage. It's really good. I think all missile infantry units of the Dark Elves causing armor piercing missile damage. It's really impressive. And I thought, yeah, it's really good to directly or constantly shoot on the front line with these guys, because, as I said, they have a very low leadership, the Skaven, and if you constantly shoot on the front line, they will rout really fast. And I think this is quite good. So I brought 3 units. Then, yeah, that was, no, we have a War Hydra over here. Let's go through the important things. We have a War Hydra over here. I think she's looking so cool. But that's not the reason why I picked her. I think she's designed to compete against, or she should be designed to compete against Skaven, because she's causing a lot of fear and terror. She's not so really heavily armored. The armor amount is 50 only, but it's good against Skaven, because that is enough against Skaven. Don't have to bring so much heavily, or it's not important that a monster stuff have to be so much heavily armored. So I think 50 is okay. And all of you guys know they make a lot of weapon strength, huge amount of damage, and a lot of hit points, and causing fear and terror. Regeneration is huge over here, so in my opinion, it's really good unit, and you can break up enemy frontline really fast with her. So she's designed, in my opinion, to kill low tier units like the Skaven. Then I have a Malekith on a Black Dragon. I think you can see that breath attack over here going down to this unit, to these Plague Monks, actually causing a lot of damage. You can use it 3 times, so very good. And all of you guys heard that the dragons are stronger in this game, like in the first game, and it's true. So they are really strong now, and I also think that. So I think it is quite good to bring Lord on the flying mount or flying units against Skaven, because Skaven have no flying units, I think. So, or have nothing really good against flying units. So you have to be safe if you are in the air and on a flying dragon or stuff. And you have a lot of mobility with that. And you know, all of you know the Black Dragon causing a lot of fear and terror. It's very good performance. You can directly fly on spots and terrorize the units. And this game will route really fast if a Black Dragon gets nearby. And Malekith, please excuse, I'm not in. Also, it's my first day in Total War Warhammer 2, and I have to learn all the spell names. But I think all of you guys know Malekith is a really mighty caster, and I brought some spells over here, and the performance is really good. I will show you that. So, okay, let's go to my opponent. My opponent has 3 or 5 groups of Plague Monks over here. The stats overall are quite okay. Melee attack is the stats. It should be a mid-range unit in my opinion of the Skaven, but I'm not sure because the stats are very, very good. 36 weapon attack, 36 melee attack and melee defense 32. Also the weapon strength is huge. Bonus versus infantry is 7. So they should trade quite even with my front line with this Black Swords. I think they're a little bit better than the Black Swords. But my front line, in addition with the Black Orc Cursors, should perform really well with these guys. And he has 5 units of that. Then we have Plague Monk, Sensor Bearers, and the backline, high tier infantry unit. Or I think it's a high tier infantry unit. Armor piercing amount, huge armor piercing amount, huge weapon strength, huge melee attack, melee stats. Also, the leadership is very good. They have this contaminated weapons that will reduce the leadership of about 10, and I think they are also for support the front line, and yeah, very high tier or elite group of Skaven units. Then we have a Warlord. In my opinion, a bad decision. The Warlord is really weak. We have a weapon strength of 400, but nearly no armor piercing amount. He's quite squishy. I think the performance is quite weak against the Dark Elves, but I think also he's very cheap, but as I said, in my opinion, quite weak. Then we have our Plague Priest over here, and it's like this Mortis Engine style type of chariot over here, and these guys have a lot of spells and a lot of abilities that will buff nearby infantry units and a lot of damaging spells and stuff like that. And I also noticed that this chariot is quite the melee combat stats and the weapon stats are really good. The armor is 100. That's incredible. This is a little Mortis engine, so the performance in this game against in melee was really good. You killed a lot of units, in fact, in my opinion. So it was a really good performance of this chariot over here. Then we have on each side Stormwyrm and Halberds. I think this should also be a high tier infantry unit. You can see weapon strength is not so huge, but they have a bonus versus large armor piercing amount is very huge. A huge amount of melee defense, also nearly no melee attack, and also no charge bonus. So they are for the defense against large units like a War Hydra, Black Dragon, and so on. In the last row we have Gutter Runners. These guys are, I think, so the Skaven have no cavalry, so these guys are really good missile infantry, but also really good in melee combat, and they are really fast. Yeah, so that's everything to the army compositions, and yeah, then let's start over here. We're charging in the front line, wide formation. Really wide front line, you can see that. Very good. You can see here this Chillwind spell going down, and this Chillwind spell is really good in my opinion. The amount of damage, another Dragon Breath over here. I want to break the front line over here on this spot, and on this spot, and also on this spot, to go directly in the back line. Here a lot of spells going down, you can see everything out. And this Chillwind spell is really good over here. I think it was the Chillwind spell, because you can cast it several times in the game. It's only 5 winds of magic, and it causing a lot of a good amount of damage. In my opinion, really good spell over here. Then you can see my War Hydra comes in, crushing the front line, and also my Black Dragon, my Malekith. Because I want to break the front line really fast. I want to break the front line really fast. And you can see everything routes, everything broke up, complete front line. That's typically, but you think, okay, you nearly won the game, but no, they will, all of that will come back. That's the Skaven. you broke up every unit, they get terrorized, but they will come back. They make a reinforcement at the backside. That's really annoying. So I thought at this point, yeah, I won the game. You can see here Modest Prowess triggers. You can see that buff of melee attack, charge bonus, and so on. And it's really easy to make that this will trigger, cause against the Skaven, because I think you need 500 kills or something like that, and it's really, you can make 500 kills really fast against the Skaven. So it triggers now, really good over here. You can see that 538 kills, not a problem against the Skaven. You can see his commander is nearly dead. I sniped him out really fast. You can see the Plague Priest. I made a mistake in this game. I ignored the Plague Priest quite some time, and this was a mistake, because these guys causing a lot of damage and casting a lot of spells. I ignored him, so it was a big mistake of mine. I thought I would bring everything to rout, every infantry units, and then these guys will also disappear, so also will rout, but it was not like this. You can see commander is dead now. Red. So you can see it's really healthy, his Plague Priest, and it was a big mistake of mine to do that. So on the side you can see these Gutter Runners. These guys are so strong, because they are also very strong in melee combat. You can see that 27 melee attack, 33 melee defense. The sets of the melee is also really good over here, and of course they have ammunition and missile damage. Very good, and they are so fast. I saw everything from above, so I thought this is Skaven on horse, on horse or on the mounts. It's incredible. So the speed is 50. you cannot catch them. They are so fast. I like them very much. Their performance is so good. You can see I put my units over here on this side, my Black Oak Corsairs, Black Swords, to protect my my dark shots over here. You can see a charge in, and yeah. But you can see the performance of them. You can see also charge in over here. You can see the performance of them is so good. This gutter runner's performance, also in melee, you can see how much damage I take over here from these guys. I cannot hold the line against them. Because I shoot on the front line. You can see a menace from below. I think Grind Rats come down over here. Directly attack on. Yeah, I can see that. Directly attack my dark shots, and the Plague Priest also focusing now my dark shots with his spells. Really good over here, and everything routes really fast. So this menace from below, this spell or this cast is really good. You can see again everything route, come back, route, come back, route, come back, and they all almost reinforce. They will reinforce, and the backside over here will come back. It's not so easy. The most time the front line will broke up. You go through the front line, and the enemy, the Skaven will route and come back from the sides. So often you get sandwiched from them. It's very difficult over here. So they were also here permanently reinforcements, or they reposition over here. You see, chase out my dark shots over here, and the gutter runners. As I said, the performance is so strong. 76 kills over here and 54 over here. Very good. So, but as I said, it was a big mistake of mine to ignore the Plague Priest. I had to kill him really fast. You can see a lot of stuff. This was all routing units can come back and fight again, over and over again. So it's really difficult. So in my opinion, it should be better. As you can see, I now decided to chase the gutter runners out, because they're causing a lot of damage to my units. This was not really good. But it's also not so easy on the Black Dragon to get these guys. So also repositioning over here from my units, but you can see I took a lot of damage. My infantry took a lot of damage from the Skaven infantry. Of course, my War Hydra is quite healthy, and my Black Dragon or my Malekith also. I think it's more important to kill maybe the high tier units like the Plague Priest, the Lord, and maybe the other Skaven infantry units will get shattered then, but I'm not sure. But it would be better to kill the Plague Priest really fast. This is Chillwind. This is really cool. Really good spell over here, causing a lot of damage. And you, as I said, you can cast it several times in the game. Now I decided to get after his Plague Priest and to kill this unit over here. Make a lot of damage, causing a lot of damage in melee combat against me. You can see the War Hydra has not so much leadership. I think the base value is 65. So it's very easy to get that she route, but she will come back. And she is really healthy, have regeneration, no problem. You can see my complete infantry is routing, but as I said, it's really difficult for the Skaven to handle it against these large creatures, in my opinion. But it's over here. So, as I said, also my first day in Total War Warhammer 2, so if I don't know the names of every spells and stuff like that, I also have to learn that, so please excuse any mistakes. Also not sure about the performance or how to play with the Skaven, so I cannot say anything about to this build over here, but I think to my build, he expected a more elite or more high tier infantry build, and I brought a low tier infantry build, and I had a huge amount of units. You can see that I outnumbered him, so I have more units than him, so really was really good. So also the performance of the black spots, as I said, it's quite okay, but was really good for this. It's really cost efficient. Gets this low tier infantry of the Skaven, and the performance of over here is really good. You can see the performance of Black Ark causes 40 kills. Of course, it's not only Skavens, but you can see every unit have 40 kills. Also the Dark Shots met 40 kills, and the War Hydra 120, and the Malekith nearly 300. So I think this build is quite good against the Skaven. But overall, as I said, I also have to learn a lot of stuff, and so thank you for tuning in, and please let me know what you think, and see you next time. Thank you. Thank you.